I enjoy it. I think it's going to be good for us. I think having a little bit of time to tune in on our skills and nitpick the things we need to do better. We did a lot of drills today and yesterday about what we really need to do better, and we still have 2 more days to really lock in those skills. So I like it. I think it's a good pressure to have that game at the end of the week, so you're thinking about it all week. You're ready to go guns blazing, and you just work hard and practice every day. So
I think we kind of need the time off. I mean, during season when we had a week off, it was like, this kind of sucks, but right now, definitely, like, there's a ton of colds going around, and people are very sore, so being able to get our bodies back where we want them will put us in a good place when playoffs really start kicking up for us.
It's definitely something that we like to have, not necessarily need. I think we're a very fit team and we could be ready to go, but having this week to just analyze, like break down our play and practice so much and fine-tune the little things is definitely very helpful, and it will make us more confident in the things that we saw throughout the season that we needed to work on, and the fact that those can be improved.
Definitely a good thing just because we have a lot of practices to lead up to it, but also I think it gives us more times to get into our head about the game, so I guess you could take it either way. I mean, physically I think we deserve the break and I think our legs might need a rest, but mentally I think that a game today could have been fun and definitely could have prepared us for Friday as well.
I think it is a good thing. I think it works in their favor as well as ours. It's they know how we're going to come out. I think they realize that we play fast and that speed is only going to increase on the turf. I think we got a good opportunity to see how they play defense, and I think that being that we played up in Plymouth on grass, it's not going to transfer 100% over, but certainly it'll be the same key players playing in the same spots. We know who their forward lines are. We know who their mids are, just like they know who our forwards are and our mids. So I think it's a good thing that we played, was it a week ago? And we have that, that familiarity with the way that they play. So we're going to use it as best we can. We're not going to bank on it because, again, it's a grass versus a turf game. But we definitely are going to use the information that we learned in that first game to our benefit for the second.
We played them so recently. I think that it lets us remember a lot more about their play style and about how we felt during that game even, which will help us propel when we play them on Friday. I'm excited for the game. They're a good team and it's playoff field hockey. It's going to be a good game.
It's definitely a good thing for us. And I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing for them, but they also have that loss in their minds that they took a week ago. But also, we don't know how they play on turf, so it's kind of a new game for us. We had to adapt to their grass, and they have to adapt to our turf. So it's definitely a new game for us. It's not going to be the same. We're not going to be able to do everything we did on the grass. And I mean, it's better for us because we've been practicing on the turf forever, so we can do more of the things we like to do.
I think it's also good that we beat them on grass and now we're playing them on turf. I think that's gonna be a real advantage for us. And we know their best players. We know what to look out for. We know the way they play. So, I mean, tomorrow in practice, I expect us to do things or have pressure on us. That's what we're gonna see in the Plymouth game. So yeah, I think it's good that we just recently played them.
And now we'll be on our turf, so we're excited. We're very happy with how we played on their grass, so being able to transfer it and enhance it on how we do with our turf and being able to spread out more will definitely be nice for us.
Honestly, I think that we played pretty well in the grass against Plymouth, so I don't think our play will change that much, but home field advantage, it's our turf, this is what we practice on, this is what we know. That always makes you feel a little bit better. And also the fact that we are a traditional turf team, it just takes away the nerves and anxiety that we had going into Plymouth, not knowing what their grass would look like, not knowing how it would play or how it would affect us. It's definitely just giving us a little bit more assuredness in our play.
I have definitely reflected on what we've done this season. I'm very proud of our players. I want them to know that they've accomplished some big goals. We do talk about bigger picture things, but we put it in perspective of what we're doing in the moment. So for example, we talk about the John Stark win as it relates to how we want to play against another top team. So if we play this way and we've set this blueprint in the John Stark game, we know what level we have to play for the Oyster River game or another game of that caliber. So even though we're not constantly patting ourselves on the back, we are definitely acknowledging what we've done and what we want to do. And, you know, we really haven't accomplished anything yet. We had a successful regular season. We battled some of the top teams. We prevailed in most of those games. So yes, we earned the top seed, but until we do something with it, we really haven't done anything. Seemed like a pretty standard week for us. I mean, I didn't really feel as if there were, I'm sure they were nervous to a point. It's a big game, but I didn't feel like there was any other nerves more so than a normal game. I really didn't. I felt like we had a great 4 days of practice, and the girls responded well to some of the adjustments that we made.
I was definitely pretty nervous. I mean, the time was good for us, but also we start off a little slow, but we also go into thinking, like, if we do lose this, it is our last game, so the nerves have to be there at some point, and they definitely were, but once we hit the field, it kind of shook off.
I was definitely a bit nervous. I don't think I was rusty because we played really hard in practice all week, but first playoff game, there's a chance of being knocked out. It's always really nerve-wracking. Even the practice before, I'm thinking, like, I don't want this to be our last practice of the season. Like, we have to win tomorrow. We have to go out and give it our all.
I definitely think we were a little nervous just saying it is a playoff game, and I think everyone's nervous for playoff games because if you lose, you're out. But, we were also really excited because, we did have that bye. We were waiting for them, but I also think that wait also added some nerves to it. So we were both excited and nervous.
There's definitely a different feeling during warm-ups, just knowing that this could be our last time warming up together. It could be our last practice could have been our last. But I think that there was definitely pressure being the number 1 seed, just knowing, it is quarterfinals, and, I would feel a little bit embarrassed losing in quarterfinals after being the number 1 seed.
Let's go. Switch sides, Disco. Make sure you pause.
extremely shocked they got the goal just because they did have their whole team on the circle and it was a buzzer beater and it was a great opportunity for them to get the goal. We were kind of frustrated with how we put ourselves there. It wasn't just one person that got us there. It was a whole team that we let the ball go down. But there was a lot of things to clean up, and I think we did clean it up well during halftime, but it definitely wasn't the best mood in the circle.
It was kind of just like a reality check. Like, we knew this game wasn't going to be easy. We weren't going to run away with it. And them scoring that goal kind of just motivated us to know that we had to not step off the gas at all during halftime and come out even stronger after.
I think we were frustrated that one defensive breakdown led to that. But at the end of the day, we're one team, so it wasn't one person who made that mistake, and it wasn't, one person led to that. It was all of us kind of letting up and watching the ball move and not doing anything about it. But it was frustrating, but we reeled it back in. We knew we were capable of winning the game, and we really just had to make the adjustments that were needed because they were kind of beating us to a lot of things. So just not letting up and really focusing and staying
I
hungry.
think it almost lit a fire in us. Okay, we're not playing exactly how we wanted to play, and it almost made us and add some intensity, make us add more energy into our play, and actually fight for it more than we were at the time. So I think that. Good thing for them for getting the goal, and I think that also motivated us to want to do better and want to clean things up and execute better in the second half.
I think at halftime we just knew that we needed to regroup and get everything together because the goal going in was a little bit surprising, but I knew that we could still come back from that, but we just needed to get everything together and just regroup.
We try to play as perfect as we can, but we understand that mistakes can happen, and I think that's where the frustration came from. We had a little bit of a defensive breakdown, which led to the corner, and it's difficult to defend a corner under normal circumstances, but a no-time corner that puts all 10 players generally in the circle, and that was a tough one. But I think the girls responded well to the game being tied. I think they felt as if they just kept their composure and kept cool that they would prevail in the end. And they did. I don't think that there was a pressure moment other than just the pressure of the game. So yeah, I think they handled the moment well. I think once again you saw the team huddle on the field, and then we came to the sideline and kind of calmed everyone down.
Watch it through. Right
also wanted it as badly as we wanted it. And also, we didn't play them on turf the first time, so we knew it was going to be slightly different. We just didn't think it would be as different as it was. But then we also realized they were missing some key players. So, I mean, the game, you have to play it as it is. It did come a little shocking to us just how fast they came out and stuff. But we were able to react to it, and I think that helped us in the long run.
I did my insert, and then I tried to run to get into position because I knew it was going to go back to Naya, and I'm closest to her for that post, so it should be going to me. And she sent it right down to me, and I was able to tip it right.
It was we had been doing slips to the right because we had said that that was going to be open for us in the game, and then they just started adapting to that and going to that side. So we switched it up and went left to me, and I didn't do a big wind up. I just kind of sauced it, and Addie was right there, perfect spot on the post, and just tipped it in, and it was just perfect. And I think that wasn't the end of the fight because it was still a really intense game, and we had to really work hard to keep it down in our end and not, have another defensive breakdown and have one girl, run 30 yards. But no, we persisted, and that goal really
Tipped
helped.
it in. She's a very good tipper from that side, so when I saw it going over to her, I was like, it's okay, we got this. Same that Naya said that after she got the goal, she was like, I saw you there, and it was good. So it was perfect.
Practicing our corners a lot because they haven't been too consistent for us during games. And the day before, they were pretty spot on during practice. So for that to just be executed cleanly in a game was such a good feeling, just to know our hard work was paying off.
Felt really good. I mean, I wish that's what our corners were hitting all the time, but it felt good to just have that completion, and it definitely gave us even more motivation to just keep try to do that again in the future corners.
We definitely were trying to put it into an area to try to get a touch, to try to frame the goal. And again, you know, the girls, they don't give up. I mean, it doesn't always work, but the girls fight. They, you know, they claw. They don't give up. They're gritty. And to see it be pretty like that is a nice testament to their hard work. And it's good for me to see, because I know they have it in them. And when it mattered most, that's when they executed it. So I was very happy with that goal.
First seed adds a lot of pressure to the first game, because you have to prove why you're the first seed, especially in the first game. But now it's the Final Four, everyone's equal. The seeds don't even matter anymore, so it adds a little less pressure off, just knowing that we don't always have to be the best of the best. But I mean, it's a good game no matter what.
It definitely was a bit of a reality check for us. They came at us much harder than they did when we played them in regular season. And obviously different field, everything was different, so we know that we can't expect playoff games to be similar at all to how they were in the regular season, because everybody's giving it their all, nobody has anything to lose, you're just fighting for the win.
Definitely, we needed awakening just because we are going into some really hard games, and they brought it to us, and that shows that these teams are hungry and we have to be just as hungry, and I think now we can go into it really hard and really fierce.